October 27, 2021. Good day all. This is a message from Sierra Victor. We had some interesting conversations over the past week or two, and some members made an enormous contribution to our vision. We would like to publicly salute you for that here now. Thank you. It just shows that Sierra Victor is an initiative from the people for the people. We are all building this together. There is an awakening amongst our people happening. Our nation is waking up from a 27-year slumber. We are very frustrated by the fact that we can't find decent Afrikaans software for our messages, as some things should be said and heard in our own language. If any of you come across or know about an Afrikaans software program, please contact an admin on our groups. There is an excitement in our midst. We are all, and that is every one of you included, part of history in the making. We will be the generation to see change. To see a nation picking its head up again and standing up. You have every right in the world to be proud of what and who you are. You have a glorious heroic past. There is no need to crawl away from it and be ashamed of it in the name of political correctness. We were brought here in 1652 with purpose by God Almighty, and He protected us ever since. How dare we fail His calling for us, and the sacrifices of our forefathers? We are no second-class citizens. We have made this country what it is. We excelled in agriculture, science, the medical field, engineering, etc. We gave light to Africa. Now they want to spit on us and chase us away. No. We stand firm. We want a country that is just and safe. A country to be proud of again. We will not flee. We are here to stay. We will answer thy call. Let's continue with message number 19 of counter-guerrilla operations with FM 90-8/MCRP333A as reference and discuss movement security. Communications. Communications are vital to the success of movements. Radio communication is planned and available between convoy serials and march units. Visual and sound signals, which include colored smoke, identification panels, and whistle or horn signals, are prearranged. While limited, these communication means are effective when prearranged meanings and responses are understood and rehearsed. Route clearing. This operation may be conducted before certain critical movements. The use of route clearing operations depends upon the availability of troops, the importance of the movement, and the guerrilla threat within the area. Normally the units responsible for the area through which the movement will pass are used in route clearing operations. These route clearing forces normally include both mounted and dismounted elements. In addition to a thorough reconnaissance of the main route of movement, critical terrain near the route is secured. This may be done by placing pickets along critical stretches of the route or by selective placement of tactical units. Reserves. Reserves are vital to countering ambushes. The guerrilla must be convinced that ambushes produce a fast, relentless, hard-hitting response by counter-guerrilla supporting forces. Prior to a movement, reserve force commanders are briefed on the general area of operations and known and suspected guerrilla locations, and communications are emphasized. If the distance to be covered from a single location prevents quick reaction, reserve-ready forces are designated in successive areas. Motor movement. Special escort attachments may not be available to support all motor movements, therefore, many convoys must be prepared to secure themselves for part or all of the distance. When a maneuver unit is designated to provide escort for a vehicle convoy, elements of the unit provide escort through their respective areas of responsibility. Reconnaissance of the route immediately prior to the passage of the convoy is desirable. When a single unit is to provide escort through other units' areas of responsibility, the single unit coordinates closely with those other units to ensure adequate fire support and available reinforcements during passage of the convoy. Since there is seldom time to issue orders during an ambush, the security detachment's actions are planned and, when possible, rehearsed by drills prior to the movement. Convoy command responsibility is clearly fixed throughout the chain of command. The commander and as many of his subordinates as possible are briefed on the latest information about the area through which they are to pass. The commander formulates his plans and issues his orders to include formation, intervals between echelons and vehicles, rate of travel, and detailed plans for action if a guerrilla force attacks the convoy. All personnel board their vehicle in such a way that they can dismount rapidly into pre-drilled formations. Arms and ammunition are readied for immediate action, and vehicle commanders are responsible for keeping personnel alert. We continue in our next message with border operations or perimeter defense of safe zones. Please visit our Dropbox account for all our previous material. Links can be obtained from any admin on the Sierra Victor groups. Due to WhatsApp audio length, we keep our message between 5 and 10 minutes. Thank you for listening or reading this message. Please feel free to use and distribute as needed. Our messages are not by any means enticing you to a revolution of sorts, but rather to equip you with the necessary theoretical background in order to assist local armed forces or police in stabilizing a SHTF situation. We wish you well. Sierra Victor.